Let's see if this starts working here. Welcome everyone to Brickitect Live.
Hi.
This is going to be a very special live stream where Clarkman is the primary builder of a set that you can already tell we're working on. This is the Lego Disney train and station. The station's probably going to be for a later stream. We're working on the train right now, and I'm helping Clark out with this. This is a 12 and up build, so it's not going to be the easiest one.
I need that.
Which one? That piece? Okay. We didn't organize our pieces or anything in advance, so be prepared for a lot of digging around. Did you look for it at all?
I tried to look for it.
Clark did empty the first bag out. Wouldn't it be funny if we started this off with just like us missing a piece?
Yeah.
Okay, let's look around. We did build Mickey. I should have waited to start the stream. I should have made sure we had at least the next step done, right? So what's that piece look like? Oh, that is right here. Right in front of my eyes. Do you have the black one? You got to do this whole assembly here. Oh, you did it already. Okay, Clark's ahead of me. We actually started doing a video on this, which you'll see maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. I'm not sure. And Clark started building when I was setting up the stream, and this is how far he is. Can I show that off after you have that piece on? Or can I help you put that piece on?
No.
See, they want you to build that ahead of time, and then you stick it on. Yeah, like that. This is going to be a long one, boys. Well, this is going to be a long build. This isn't going to be a long stream. I'm thinking maybe an hour at the most. But I'll help Clark through this. I'm going to be chatting with you guys while Clark builds. I know it's Sunday afternoon. Clark says hi. I know it's Sunday afternoon, and we oftentimes have issues with streaming on Sundays. Go ahead and show it off here. Here's what Clarky has done. We actually did our first 2 stickers there. And Clark has a bit of a cold, and it's also almost you-know-what time. So he might be a little low energy in this one, which could be a good thing for live streaming. But Sunday afternoon's not the best time to stream, at least in our experience, is because everyone is using the internet at this point, and if we get any buffering issues, I'm just going to shut the stream down because we've had issues in the past. But we're going to build... it says, Greg, I can be here all day. You know that. All right, maybe we'll be here all day. Can you imagine us trying to finish this whole set?
Yeah.
It's 18 bags. It's crazy.
Yeah, here one window.
Perfect.
With a fingerprint.
You know what? I can help you with this. With a fingerprint.
Yeah.
No! Okay, we got 2 of those. And I'm going to build the other little windows for you, too. I can speed this process up by being your piece guy, okay? Am I in your way?
Yeah, I can.
If Clark's like pushing me out of the way, bro.
I'm trying to look at
Does this one have windows?
That goes there.
Oh, these ones don't have little windows in them. I'll be chatting with you guys as well. The chat's flying by, so it's going to be tough for me to do, but I'll catch what I can, and we'll hopefully have a cool conversation here. And that's the main point of live streaming for me.
There's that open window or something.
The open one goes in the back. So just flip those around. There you go. That one's in the front. That one's going to be in the back. Perfect. Wait a minute. I think we got a problem, Clark, man. Do we have a problem? No, we're good. We're good. I got scared there for a minute. I do think that we skipped one part of this step, though. Can I put one piece on there while you're doing that? Put this on. This will help you with this step. There you go.
We need a window out here.
Perfect.
No!
Oh, you need it out.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like that one.
Here, watch. We'll fix it. Done. See? Fixed. And then you got those 2. Hey guys, what's up? I see everyone saying hi. Welcome. Welcome. Look at that fancy brick. Yeah, we have the ultra common teal brick separator. If they only had thrown an orange one in here, I feel like they could have probably upped the set price by probably $50 or more. Looking good, dude. And you just finished step 14. You gonna be able to do this step?
Look at this big one.
Dang, that's crazy. Let me check my audio here.
This looks like you, Dad. Oh, man. My name is Daddy Pig.
Looks like me? Jeez, last time I streamed with Clark, man. All right, so he's going on. That was step 15. That by itself.
I need that.
You need 4 of those and 1 of those.
Can you give me one?
Yeah, I was supposed to be your piece guy. I'll hook you up. We'll start throwing pieces out here.
Yeah.
And I'll do the next step.
Oh, no.
That part about low energy. At least I was hoping it would be.
You're supposed to be my big guy, bro.
I apologize. I'm slacking on my job. I'm trying to do all these things at once, and I just am failing at everything, Clarky.
Yeah, you little jerk.
You little jerk.
Oh, I get my stomach.
There, I did step 17 for you.
Is it good?
You're welcome. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
Ouch. You gotta put those pieces on first.
Oh,
This is gonna be the most disastrous build that you guys have ever witnessed in your life, but it's gonna be a fun one. Let me go back through the Chizat here.
Where's my
18 bags is a lot. My biggest set was the bounty. Yeah, I think Ninjago City was my biggest one. I can't remember how many bags that was, but it was kind of crazy. Yeah, 4 manuals in this. Let's see here. Clarkson Manual 1. We got Manual 2, which is, I guess, the back part of the train. I could probably start building this one myself if I wanted to. Quit pushing me out of the way, bro.
Yeah,
And then this is 3
Yeah,
right.
I'm trying to see.
This is 3 right here, which builds this part of the train. I guess like the caboose area. And then 4, which is the thick one, that is for the entire train station. So that's going to be the time-consuming one. I'll probably build that one on my own. My big focus here for Clarkman's sake is to get the train done because that's what we all came for, right? Is the train. The station, I think, is icing on the cake. Where are we at here? I wasn't paying attention.
Ta-da.
Okay, let me look. No. What did you do?
I'm
No, you're doing a good job. So we got that.
What you
Here.
Tickle.
Hey now.
Tickle that ear.
Thank you for that. Wow. What? Thank you. What I was gonna say, like, what really happened here, but you're too cute for me to be like, what happened here? So I'll just be like, fixing it for you. These look like little cupcakes. Hey, don't pick your nose. Clarky has a cold right now. If you need a tissue, stop. Hey. All right, say goodbye to Clark. He's done on the stream.
Sorry.
Yeah, don't pick your nose. If you need a tissue, I'll get you one, okay?
I'll go upstairs and get some.
I have a tissue right over there if you need to get it. Okay? All right. Sorry about the nose picking, guys. Leave a like for that. You going to get one? Right there. Over there on my shelf. Turn to the left. Walk forward. Further. Look on the shelf. No. Nope, the shelf over there, right under Ninjago. All the Ninjago sets. Forward. Up. Higher. Right. Yes. Bring him over. Just bring him with you. And it dropped. If you guys want to know about the challenges of building with a 4-year-old, we can talk about that. I do love it, though. Yeah, Clarky's not super sick. He hasn't been feeling well. Like he's had a cold for a couple days, but it hasn't stopped him at all. He's been playing and running and doing his thing. It's just he's stuffed up. You might have heard it on mail time.
Hold on.
Okay, just bring those over here, man, because you might need another one. It'll be easier if they're here. Can you bring them over here?
I don't mean everyone.
You never know. It's gonna be a long stream. Thank you. We'll just keep it here.
All
right.
I just picked it out of my nose.
Good job.
And my nose is now finally empty.
Perfect.
Nothing there.
You back into the building scene?
Ding.
All right.
Nice.
I just finished step 21 for you. We got this part, and we've got this part. This is where we're at so far.
Does it connect? Where is it connect?
Not yet. We got to do 2 of these. So I'll do one and you do one, okay?
Support.
Yeah.
Everywhere support.
You know what? I think I've just given up on the chat. So you guys want to be here and hang out with us while we're doing this, that's fine. I can't do both, unfortunately. So just sit back, relax, enjoy. Relax and enjoy. We'll be here building this. If you guys have something that you want to do while we're doing this, that's always fun to multitask. I always recommend people try to do other things.
Build some Minecraft set or Disney set like that one.
That's good advice, dude. Here, I got this next thing for you here.
Ta-ta! Noise!
There you go.
Noise!
And where's my other piece? I gave you the easy ones. Now I'm looking for the hard piece.
Tickly, tickly, my pickly do.
You see where this piece goes?
Tickly, tickly, pickly, I do. Okay. Pickly, yeah. Pickly, yeah.
This goes...
Pickly, tickly, tickly, too.
Do we have this right? Oh, this goes back here.
Noise!
Okay. Yep, put your piece on the side. And I'll be your piece guy for next time.
Tickly, my do. Pickly,
There's
pickly, tickly, my do.
You know what? I do need to get in the chat because that's why I'm here. I'm like...
Tickly, tickly,
I don't think we're going to get much
do.
of the train built.
Please, can you help?
What's my favorite Lego train? At this point, it's probably the car. I don't know. I love Pops' trains that he sent us. I'm trying to like think about the vintage ones and the modern ones. I would say some of the trains that Pops has sent us have been my favorites. I love those 9-volt ones and plugging them in and watching them go around. I think you dropped a piece in your chair there, dude. You see it? Right there. Okay.
I'm trying to follow the menu.
Okay. Here, I'll move it over to you so you can see.
But I need help on this.
Okay, I'll help you. I'll help you.
I want
Let's
this
see.
page, we need that.
Yeah.
And that piece is supposed to go on the edge, on the tippy edge of.
Okay, we got that done.
Brr, brr.
Do you think this set's kind of hard to build?
Yeah.
A little bit?
Why is it 4 and up?
This isn't 4 and up. This one is 12 and up. So you got a ways to go until we get to that point. But we can still do it together. Those black pieces go in the back here. You see the picture there? Mm-hmm. That's where those ones go. Let me go back.
Right here?
Cut the Craggle is impressed with Clarkman's building skills. He does good for 4 years old. Like there's sets like the little city sets, he can knock those out. But this is not an easy one by any means.
Does that go there?
Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna try to let him do his thing though. I'll try to do the chat as well.
No, you can't. You have to help.
I'll do both. I can do both. I'm just that good. How much do I anticipate building today? Asked Vladimir. At this point, we're 11 minutes in. We're on step 25. I'd be satisfied if we got the front end of the train done.
Yeah.
You think we can get that far?
Mm-hmm.
Here, you got one more piece to put on there, too. Right there in front of those black ones that you put in. That goes there.
What doesn't?
Yeah, right there.
Who
And then there's
doesn't?
one that goes right in front of there. See? See this picture?
Mm-hmm.
We got one more to put on there.
Pickly, pickly, tickle me too.
Let me see if I can find it.
Pickly, pickly, tickle me too. Pickly, pickly, tickle
Here it is,
me
right
too.
there. Oh, should we show Mickey off? I don't know if we showed him or not.
Pickly, pickly, tickle
Right there.
me too.
We got Mickey.
Pickly, pickly, tickle I do.
You got that right. That's good. Okay, let me see.
Da, da, da.
24 done, buddy. Now, what's this mean here? Yeah, round of applause. What's
Yeah.
that mean when you do that?
You have to turn around.
You flip it over like that.
Yeah.
What are we missing from the bottom
We
here?
need that.
Yeah, there you go.
Right there. Right?
Yeah, that's right. That's going to be so the wheels can turn on it when it goes around the edges of the track.
Yeah.
Okay, we're flipping pages.
Woo-hoo, check it out.
Now we flip it over again. Flip it around. And then you put that on top. So we'll do this together just to make sure it's lined up okay. All right?
We need that.
Yeah, this is the part that you built earlier, remember?
Yeah. Choo choo
And
choo.
I think it goes just like this.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
That's the locomotive?
Is this gonna sit right? Oh, we forgot at least a couple pieces here, Clark man.
Yeah.
Let's go back and look at your steps. We've got some problems here. Before we got into that.
Tickly, tickly, pickle I do.
Okay, we got it.
Tickly, tickly, pickle I do.
We got it.
I got it.
All right, this is you skipped. Looks like step 11 maybe. This isn't gonna be one that you want to skip steps in, guys. I can tell you that, because we're gonna be in trouble.
Pickly, tickle I do.
Let's see.
Papa, 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 pee.
Oh, wait, we
pee,
skipped-
pee, pee, pee,
you skipped 2 steps, dude.
Pee, pa, pee, 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 pee,
We're doing our best.
pee, pa, pee, pa, pee, pee, pa, pee, pa, pee, pa, pee, pa, pee, pa, pee, 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 pee. Everywhere, pee, pee, pa. Pee, pee, pa, pee, pee, pa. Tired the little bus. Hey, I know my ABCs next time. You sing with me. Holy cow!
Are you putting on a whole
Awesome too.
concert on for these peeps?
Bop, bop, bop. Pip, pip, pip. Hop, 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 hop.
All right, I think we're fixed. Hey, you can't be loud, okay?
Okay.
All right, and I think we're okay. This is looking good to me. We had to go back to steps 11 through 12 to do that, and now we go back to where are we at now? This step. We're back to 27 again.
You're such a dirty rascal. You're a tip belly rascal.
There you go. You're on. Go ahead and build. All right. Let's see. I'm gonna look for some interesting comments here so we can talk about them on Clark Builds.
Comment.
Galligate says it took Brickzar 3 nights to build this set. Did he build it with a 4-year-old, and did he let the 4-year-old build most of it? That's probably gonna be like a 7-day build.
Oh no, drop the piece.
It's a brickitect video.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it is not. It is not.
Oh, Shy Time said hi. He might have said it a while ago, though. I'm going back there.
Shy time, brick time.
Let's see.
Shy time, brick time.
Okay. I think I'm caught up with the chat. What's my favorite Lego set? I don't answer favorite questions. So, sorry. What $20 set do I recommend? I don't know. It all depends on your tastes.
My favorite is the Disney set. Is your favorite the Disney set?
That one's not a $20 set, though. Let me see that. Okay, you're good there. You're step 30, dude. Wait. Okay, you're good. All right, go on to that one. I'll be your peace guy. I'll anticipate as I look at the chat. There's that. Should be another window in here.
It's back. That's back.
Nope, you got it right. That one.
Is it backwards supposed to be?
Nope, you got it right. That's the way.
Is it backwards?
Sure. If that's backwards, you got it right.
Is it right?
Yes, it's right. You're good. There's that.
That's so true. That's so true. That's so true. Is it supposed to be sticking out like that?
Yep. Just like the picture, okay? Just follow that one. And this.
And that goes there.
Yep, that goes there. That goes there. This actually might work. If I just keep feeding you pieces, I think we'll be okay here.
Yeah.
And that should stick right on the front there. Okay, that looks good to me. Let me see this.
This is gonna be so cool. The coolest train I ever met.
Wait, you do have these backwards. Or no, you didn't have it backwards. I had it backwards. I don't know what I'm doing here, Clark. Alright. There we go. There you go. Let's go on to the next thing here. Is it starting to look like a train at least?
Yeah.
A little bit, right?
Yeah, look at that.
There it is. You know it's starting to look like a train when it starts making noise, right?
But you can make noise.
There's this one that goes on the side, just like that picture here.
Where is that?
Right there.
But where does it go?
Right there.
Right here?
Right here on the side.
Right here?
Yeah.
Backwards? Is it upside down?
Yeah, just like that.
It's like a bat. It's like a bat
That
under
looks
it.
good. That one. Should you look at the picture?
Yeah.
Look at the picture here.
But where's it go?
Right there.
Right there?
Yep.
That's where the grapples are.
Here, let
Where
me
the
see.
little hands are.
Okay.
It was right there.
All right.
Pickly, pickly, tickle me do. Pickly, pickly, tickle me do.
Where are we at here? This is way too hard for you, Clark, man. This is like beyond difficult, dude.
Pickly,
All right.
tickle me do.
What other piece was I missing from there? I think we got another. We missed something else on here. All right, guys. I'm gonna wrap the stream up. I think this it's not working with the Clark man to try to like do the chat. Like I'm trying to watch that. I'm trying to make sure he builds it right. We've already missed, I think, another step here somewhere. I think I'm gonna have to surprise you with this one, dude. How's that sound?
You want me to take him?
You want to take Clark man?
I can.
Okay. You're gonna go up with Mama.
I can hear he's kind of non-stop with the mouth.
No, he's fine. It's just it's pretty difficult.
The Pickle Me Tickle Me Too is Shel Silverstein we were reading earlier.
That was from this morning?
Yeah.
I was wondering, I'm like, why is this happening over and over again? Okay, maybe let me know if you guys want to keep the stream going. I can either build this on my own or I can stick with you guys and we can try to build this together. But I've got to try to at least get to where I'm at in the manual because we messed up somewhere here. They said bye, Clark. So I saw someone ask what's Mrs. Brickitect doing. She's getting ready to go back to school tomorrow, and also making dinner for tonight and all that fun stuff. So she's got a lot. I was like, hey, do you want to do my chat? She's like, I don't think I have time. And I'm like, I understand. Because I knew this one would be a hectic one. Where are we at here? I'm going to try to... My goal for today, at least what I had in my mind before we started building this, and I was like, there's no way we're going to get this done, was to get the tender built for this. Like the whole front of this and the tender built, which I think is bags... Let me see. This was bags 1 through 3, I think. Yeah, I'm going to at least get 1 and 2 done. We'll see how long it is, and then maybe I'll just hang out and chat for a bit. But I think we're okay here. And hopefully we can keep this going and I can get this part of it done. Because I'm excited to get this set done, and I want Clark to appreciate this and experience it, but him building it, it wasn't working out very well. So we'll push on. We'll keep going. As long as you guys want to. I saw a lot of people were bummed when I said I was going to end it, so I feel bad. We'll keep going. What do I think of the Hidden Side theme? I think it's really awesome. Ooh, we have a sticker again. I'd like to get the entire wave. I want to do, if you watched Mail Time this week, I'd like to do an October that's nothing but Hidden Side. I thought that'd be a lot of fun. And I think my favorite set of the bunch is probably the bus. I think that one's pretty cool. But there's a lot of good stuff. And it's sticker time. There's a lot of stickers in the set. At least this is the sticker sheet here. Oh, that didn't go on so well. Sugar Shack. Oh well, what can you do? Yeah, I don't like the alignment of that at all. That's the only bad thing about stickers too, is that if you don't get them on right, it's not easy to fix your problems. I'm gonna put that on. Okay. Oh, I gotta do another one of those. Ah, these stickers are not good. There's like these, they're like dark green and they have gold running across them, and it's just like trying to line them up on this thing is not working out well for me. There we go. Well, it's just hard to tell where to start it at. I think like right there maybe would be a little bit better, because they wrap around. Yeah, that one turned out a lot better. I wish I could do a redo for the other one, which I probably could. I could probably get another sticker sheet for this, but I'm not that worked up about it. Stickers. General Grievous looks dead. Did he fall? No, he's alive. At least I think he's alive. I don't know what he is. Cut the Craggle says, I really don't get why LEGO can budget for 4+ sets to have only printed pieces, but not expensive big sets like this. Yeah, I mean, if you're dropping $300 on a set plus, it'd be kind of nice if they could just have some of these things be printed, especially the stuff that says Disney on it. You know, people would love to have pieces that say Disney, but alas, they don't. But again, that's why like junior sets are extremely expensive in the eyes of people that expect 10 cents per piece. So if this did have all printed pieces and then they charged $500 for it, people would probably be up in arms about it. So it's, I think, one of those things that you got to find some type of balance there, and maybe they haven't done that. But most people aren't as picky about stickers as hardcore LEGO people are, I suppose. Some people probably just throw them on there and they're done. I've been doing more of not putting stickers on lately. There's been a couple sets that I've left them off of, and then there was one that Clarky built that I'll be sharing this week that I did leave them off the whole time, but then at the end I was like, yeah, it kind of looks better with the stickers on, so we ended up putting them on. But it just comes down to personal taste. Okay, now we're putting this side on. We're making a little bit of progress here. That's cool. There we go. That's what the side looks like. I don't know if it's in focus or not. This Logitech is notorious for not being a focus. In fact, maybe I should move the camera down a little bit so you guys can see more of the build here. That probably works a little better. Yeah. How's that? And now it's probably going to be going in and out of focus. Ugh. Take the good with the bad. We're building the other side of the front of this now. Actually, that's like that. Let me go back to the chat. What's my favorite part of this set? I'm assuming you mean just in general, because I haven't built too much of it yet, but the train is my favorite part. I much prefer the train than the station, but I think the station's a nice addition. It definitely boosts the price up, though. Like, if this was just a train by itself, it probably would have been a $200 set, but when you add that station on, I think it justifies the extra cost, but it definitely brings it up quite a bit. Bricks Rebecca says the McLaren Senna Speed Champion set has way too many stickers. You could say that about almost any Speed Champion set, to be honest. There's some of the ones that I tend to leave the stickers off of because I think they look better without. Like, I bought it's like the 1964 Mustang or something like that, and I'm not putting the stickers on that one. I think it looks way better just as a dark green car. But again, some people like that realism, I guess, of putting stickers on and having it, I guess, look more realistic, but sometimes it's just too much. Is this set powered? Yeah, it is. The question I have, and I'm sure this is answered somewhere, can I control this with the controller that I used for the cargo train? I see, like, I watched Brickstar's video on it, and he was controlling this with the app, and I don't necessarily want to do that. I want Clark to be able to play with this whenever he wants, and I don't necessarily like it when, like, him having my iPad to have to do that. So I'm hoping that he can control it with the controller as well. But if not, so be it. It'll be okay. What do I do here? Did I mess something up here? We got that. I feel like I did something's messed up here, I feel like. Did I mess something up? We got that. Maybe not. Might just be making this up. And that goes there. Right now, if you're just tuning in, I'm building the side of the Disney train. And I wouldn't be surprised if I get to the end of this and I have some pieces left over. Yeah, I definitely did something wrong here. I think this is supposed to go... Oh, I have to do another one of these. Aha! That makes sense. Another sticker. The last one of number 13. Cut the Craggle says, I hope you can control it with controller, because otherwise, what happens if the app stopped being supported? Yeah, I would think so. If not, I can just replace the inside of it with the one from another train, or buy a motor from another train and do it that way. I think it's just a cool feature because it makes sound and stuff like that, which is really neat. And it plays some music and stuff. I thought that was a really nice addition to it. Okay. There we go. That's looking pretty good. Do I think LEGO should make more themes based on video games? Probably not. I haven't really played any LEGO video games. I have LEGO Worlds. I bought it to do it on Games with Greg, but then I ran out of time for Games with Greg, so that's kind of on the back burner. I bought the game. I think I spent like $12 on it, $14 on it, which was a good deal. I just need to play it. I think LEGO has enough themes. I think people are pretty content. I think it's cool that they came out with Hidden Side, which is an extra thing. Something original, something new. We'll see how it sells. I think it's going to sell really poorly, unfortunately, which kind of discourages them to do stuff like that in the future. But I think it's cool that they did it. The whole LEGO Worlds thing, I see people are going crazy about that. I've heard mixed opinions on it, but I think it's worth a shot. I think as a Lego fan, you're probably more likely to like it than just a video game person. Do I want the Jurassic Park Ideas set? I don't think I saw that one. Unless you're talking about the large one with the dinosaur and all that fun stuff with the gate. That's not an idea set though. All right, we got that. Putting a little roof on this bad boy. How's everything else looking here? I always worry when I'm streaming and I get down to the end of the bag. I'm like, oh no, please don't have any pieces left. It's like the worst thing. Okay, we just finished bag 1. This is looking good. I feel like all these pieces are normal. Let's go into bag 2. This one I need the wheels. I'm glad I kept this out. Alan and Tom wants to know if I'll get the hidden side train as well. I don't know. I don't know what the cost of that one is. That's probably going to be low on my list considering I have this train and we just built the other train as well. Like, that's a lot. So I'll probably hold off on that. Like I said, the one that I want the most out of all of them is the bus. And I don't like the school. I'm not a big fan of that, so I'll probably skip that one as well. So I guess I'm not going all in on the hidden side sets. But there's several sets out of the team that I do like. Okay, we're in bag 2. Can you guys see what I'm building here? Let me try to make sure. If you're just tuning in, we're not off to an amazing start here with this set. In fact, I think I'm going to bring this down a little bit. We'll see how... We're going to adjust some camera angles here. Try to make this all work. We had Clarkman here a little bit earlier. It wasn't going well. The stream wasn't going well. The build wasn't going well. At least in my opinion. And now we're just trying to recover what we can here. Well, that'll do. This is... Why don't I do this too? Can we go... There we go. Might as well get this shot composed a little bit here. Invest a little bit of time now so you're not looking at just random emptiness. Does that work a little better? I think that works a little better. All right. If I need to adjust that anymore, let me know, guys. I appreciate the feedback. I think if I'm going to do a Clark stream in the future, it's going to be like a set that is like a 5+. Like a lot of Lego City sets I feel like are appropriate for him because he was just cranking stuff out. You know, I think it was Grace that sent us that 5-pack of Lego City sets. It was like a 5-in-1, and there was all these different like themes within City that were in there. And Clark's been cranking those out. Like I'll just look over and he's already building them. Like he built the helicopter set, he built the boat one, and he's doing it all by himself. But there's a big difference between a 5+ set and a 12+ set. And I guess I got wishful and I was like, oh, it'd be really cool if in this stream Clarkman builds the train and I'll just kind of watch over it to make sure it goes well while I talk to the chat. And it was just, it was too much for the little dude. And that's not his fault. That's a lot to put on him. So that was kind of bad planning on my part. But I thought it'd be fun. I thought maybe we could do it together. Maybe in the future. Kind of looking forward to that actually. Like I think it's gonna be cool. Like if we sat down, and I don't really want to wish time away or anything, but I think it'd be really cool to sit down and like I build a part of this and Clark builds a part, and then we combine them together and all that. But I also do like the stage that he's at now too. Like everything is like amazing when you're 4 years old. It's pretty fun. So we'll get there. I'm impressed with how much he's progressed. I think back to when we started this channel together, or when he came onto the channel, and he was just like he would have been picking Mickey up and playing with it and stuff, and that'd been about it. But now we're at the point where he's opening sets and building stuff and doing his thing, and it's pretty cool. It's cool to see that progression. That's probably one of my favorite things about Lego collecting, is doing it with Clark first of all, and then seeing his progression in the builds is really amazing. Galligate says, I like this set as it comes with more than one manual for family builds. I love that. I think it's great when they do that. Like Lego City, again, I know I'm hyping Lego City up. That is something I love about Lego City, is that every single bag has a manual, because I think they anticipate you building with your family. And it's kind of a bummer when you don't have more than one manual, because then it's like, well, I can't work on anything while you're building it. Because even when me and Mrs. Brickitect used to do the builds together, we had that problem. But Lego City is immune to that issue, and it's kind of nice. Vladimir says, I build alone. That's also nice too. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. For some people, I wish it was me. Like Lego building can be just like this really like stress-free, relaxing thing. I can tell you it's not so much when you're live streaming it, but when you're just like watching a movie or maybe watching a live stream while you're building, I think it can be like a really relaxing thing. And especially if you have a lot of stress, say you have a job that's stressful, or school is stressful, life is stressful, you can just sit down and do this and just kind of relax for a bit. And when you're done, you have something to show for what you've done, for the time you invested. And that's another positive thing about building with Lego. Carrot Top says, I finally caught a stream of yours. You almost didn't. Mrs. Brickitect saved it. I was going to end the stream earlier, and she came down and rescued it. If you go back and watch probably the first 15 minutes, you'll understand why. How do I sort my Lego? Asked Suzanne. Well, I have everything kind of organized by just like, I do like bricks. I don't have it like broken down a whole lot, but I have like bricks in like a slide out container that's a bigger one. And then with plates, I do plates that are like 1 wide. Then I have a thing where plates are 2 wide, and I have plates that are 4+ wide. And then I have plates that are like odd angles or circles and things like that. And then I have a whole drawer system of things where I just kind of break it down. I try to break it down in logical ways. Like the one thing that I do that probably not a lot of people do is what I consider vehicle pieces. I put those all together. So that'd be like fenders for cars, steering wheels, seats, stuff like that. I really respect people that have like everything broken down to like the exact element, and sometimes even the color. Like if you have a Bricklink store, I always love seeing that. But I also think that make it hard to build too, because you're like looking for something and you almost have to have a guide as to find out where that is. So I kind of do just what makes sense for me, and I can see that probably changing as time goes by. And this is gonna be an evolution, I suppose. I really dislike sorting. I like spend all this time doing it, and then I realize I'm not even a part of the way through the thing, like the haul that I got from a yard sale, and it feels very discouraging. So I don't like sorting, and it's not productive for my channel either. So that's another reason I put it off. Like if I had a channel where all I did was sort Lego pieces, I'd probably have a whole bunch of it done. But for me, since I can't make videos about it, it's kind of like it's a liability for me to sit and spend hours sorting when I could be making videos or editing videos or live streaming or doing something. I've considered live streaming while sorting, but then I think it'd be almost as bad as when Clark was here earlier, where I'm trying to do 2 things at once and end up not doing either of those things well at all, which is kind of what this stream had turned into earlier. Maybe it just comes down to practicing, and I don't know. It's not easy. I'm not a good multitasker. Some people are. Am I going to make my a modular city with my 3 modulars? Probably not. I'm probably just going to put them on a shelf, to be honest. I don't have the space in this house for a city, unless I take over Clark's train table. So I can't really do a city at this point. But I'd like to. Where's the other piece that I need? Looks like this. Yeah, it says there's 2 of them. I got to do some searching here. There it is. It was hiding. I need a room just for Lego trains, says With Salt Please. Yes, that would be glorious. I would love, if I could change anything about my space here, I need more of it first of all, but I would love to have a place just for trains, whether it be Lego or Thomas, whatever, just like a train room would be fantastic. And I would love to have a live streaming room. Like this works really well for what we do for videos, but if I had just a space where I could go in and have this whole thing set up and I could click a button, and I've talked about this before, if I could click a button and just go live, it would be glorious. And I feel like I would do it more often, but like the setup for the live streaming, it's like I got to get the microphone and like the angles and all that crap, and it's just like, by the time you get to live streaming, you've already spent 15 minutes setting it up. Whereas if it was always set up, which I can't do here, I would love just to have it. Because I would come down and just hit the button and be live. What kind of live streams do you guys like watching the most? Do you like watching ones where I build like this? Do you like ones where I just sit and talk to the chat? Do you like ones where I shop on eBay or buy boot Lego stuff? What do you prefer? What do you like to see? I'm curious. Because I've done a number of different things in the past, and it's kind of interesting to see what people think. Let me know. If you're in the chat right now, if you have a free second, let me know what kind of streams you like. Do you like brickitect? That's another option too. I haven't done one of those in forever. I do need to do one though. I don't know if I'm gonna do it on this channel or not. I have something that I wanna share. Dylan says building streams. Breaking it down. This is Galligate. Oh yeah, I've done those live before too. Shopping streams. I want to do. I've seen about doing like a weekly eBay shopping. So we would do it live, and then I would, if something cool came of it, I would try to make it into a little video for brickitect. That way, a larger group of people would be able to see it. Building and shopping, brickitect. You guys seem to like a lot of stuff. Brickitect is getting a lot of love. That's the one. Every time I do a brickitect, I'm always so nervous to do that one. It's always like weird to know that people are watching you eat and stuff. It's odd. But they're fun. And I usually have Clarkman with me in those ones. Where's Roxy? Oh, she's upstairs. Probably sleeping. She's like a house cat. She sleeps. Building and talking, says Suzanne. I appreciate you guys sticking with me on all the weird stuff that I do on this channel. It's been quite the experiment doing this live streaming stuff. Like, I went all in on it very early last year. Got obsessed with live streaming. It was taking like all my time. I was getting in trouble with Mrs. Brickitect because I was doing it so much. And then I cut it back, which made sense. And then I cut it back even further just because I only have so much time, and live streaming is one of those things that from a business standpoint doesn't make a lot of sense for me to do. But I really do enjoy it, and I try to make time for it. It's just oftentimes I just don't have the time for it, which I'm sure a lot of you guys understand. You just kind of do what you can. Oh, wait a minute. I think I put that in the wrong thing. You just have to go in the back. Here I am messing up sets. How's Mello doing? Oh, if you watched Greg's World today, you get to see her in a video. You'll see her tomorrow, too, in Greg's World. She makes an appearance in the driveway. Am I going to do a Games with Greg video? I'd like to. Probably not anytime soon. In priority lists, making Greg's World and brickitect videos are number one. Making live streams is like a number two, but it's like if number one's here, number two is like way down here. And then Games with Greg would be like 15 feet underground. Just because it's such a small thing, it doesn't produce anything from it. Like in my opinion, and I don't mean to offend gaming people, but for me, video games, outside of the entertainment that you get from them, are mostly a waste of time. At least with Lego. Like with this set, if I sit here and build this set for the next 5 hours or whatever, 20 hours probably more likely, at the end of this I'll have something to show for it, right? I'll have a Lego set built. With a video game, sure I beat the game, but like, what do I have to show for it? I might have some achievements or trophies or whatever, but beyond that, I don't know, it seems like a waste. Not to say that I haven't spent a lot of my life playing video games and I enjoy them, and a part of enjoying things isn't necessarily what you get out of it, whether it's something to show or financially. If you enjoy something, then it's worth doing. But for me, I found that video games aren't the thing that I love doing the most, if that makes sense. I think that'll change though when Clarky gets older, because probably be doing that stuff together. And just like with Lego, having Clark here with me changes everything. So I could see us doing a lot more games with Greg once Clark's able to play them. Video games are for nerds. No, I don't agree with that. Dave says, I used to spend a lot of time playing games. Hard to justify now. Exactly. But I think we all have our addictions, things that we put a lot of time into, like Dave and me. We put a lot of time into Lego, making videos, things like that. Shopping for Lego. You put your time into things that you find valuable. And for me, video games aren't super valuable. But I will try. I know there's a lot of people that want me to do video gaming stuff, and I'll try my best to put a video up every once in a while on there. No Fortnite. Minecraft was fun. That was neat. Can I buy Deadpool off you? No, not for sale. I can't sell Lego. I just can't do it. I couldn't even bring myself to try it. I can't do it. The only way I'd sell my Lego stuff is if I really needed the money. Like if things got really desperate, that's the only way I could part with anything in my collection, because I know I would someday regret it. And I think about kids that I've bought stuff off at yard sales, like entire video game collections for $5 or whatever, and these super cheap Lego hauls. And I just know that they're someday going to regret that. Like all this fun that they had, whether it was with video games or Lego, one day they're going to be like, dang, why did I let that stuff go? Because someday you're going to have a kid and you're going to be like, oh, I'd love to share my stuff with you. Oh, I sold it and I bought a Big Mac. Makes me sad. Not to say that I've ever told anyone that's selling something like that I'm interested in. I've never told them, hey, don't do this. I've most certainly taken advantage of it, but I know someday they're gonna regret it. Like I've sold video games before, and I've regretted it. I've sold them back to GameStop or what used to be EB Games and for pennies on the dollar, thinking like, oh, I'll never play these again. And now I'm like, oh, what were you thinking? What were you thinking, dude? But you do dumb things when you're a kid. When you're a kid, $20, trading in 50 games for $20 is awesome because now you have $20 to spend on one game, but it's bad. Dave says, I remember trading all our NES and SNES games when the 64 came out. I did the same thing with PlayStation 1 games. I traded all my PlayStation 1 games in when the PlayStation 2 came out, and it was so dumb. And now, like, PlayStation 1 games are probably, depending on what they are, probably more valuable than PlayStation 2 games because PlayStation 2 was just so popular. Sometimes, though, when you make mistakes like that, it can be more valuable than if you didn't make them, though, because you learn life lessons. Like, me learning that then has saved me as an adult with a lot of things like that. Ryan says he traded all his PS2 games for Modern Warfare 3. No regrets. Well, when you're obsessed with a certain game, I can understand that. I traded all of my PlayStation 1 games in for Gran Turismo 3. Terrible mistake. Paid like $62.99 for it because it was like inflated mall prices. Terrible decision. But if you traded it for the game that you love and it has encouraged you to continue playing for the rest of your days, I could see making that decision. I guess my advice is if you ever are going to sell something or trade something, try to do it with another individual as opposed to a corporation, because you're going to get ripped. They're not there to help you out or to make you money or to look out for your best interest. They're there to get your crap and then resell it and make more money off of it. That's what they want to do. Don't let them. I sold Modern Warfare for money for food when I was a poor student. I regret it ever since. The thing is, though, like Modern Warfare, you could go buy right now for like $3 probably. So it's not a huge deal for stuff like that. It's when you sell off collections, like Dave was saying, he sold off a Nintendo collection or Super Nintendo collection. That's terrible. He says Funko Land was my thief in disguise. Yep. What can you do? If you're just tuning in, guys, I am working on the train here. You can see it sitting here. It actually rolls now and turns. So we're making progress. I'm working on the front end of it right now, I think. At least, well, let me see if this is the front end. Yeah, this is the whole bottom part that comes out from here. But back to selling Lego stuff. I've been thinking lately, like with the amount of sets that I have and the space that I have, I need to try to make a decision on what I'm going to do going forward. I don't know if collecting the boxes and displaying them the way that I do is sustainable for the long term. Like, I've only been doing this, I would say seriously, for 2 years, and you can see how I've filled this entire place up. Like in 2015 when we moved in here, I moved my Lego collection in 2 moving boxes. Now it would take like a moving truck to move my Lego collection, and that's 2 years of honest collecting, because I started this in like 2017. So I don't know if I'm gonna break the boxes down and save them and then take the pieces and like disperse them into my organized collection. But I don't like doing that though, because if I ever want to build a set, or if Clark comes down and wants to build something, I like him to be able to just grab a box like it's a book at the library and build it. But man, the stuff really starts adding up, man. It really does. Maybe my answer is just finding more space. I need a warehouse. The brickitect warehouse would be pretty epic, I think. I really hate the idea of doing stuff with the boxes, though. Just think, like, I think about right now, say if I was doing this 20 years ago, or say I had a dad that did this 20 years ago, or 30 years ago, or whatever, how cool would it be to walk in this room and start pulling castle sets from the early 90s, or pirate sets from the early 90s off the shelf and just build them like they're brand new? I just think that'd be awesome. It wouldn't be quite as awesome to be like, hey, here's the manual for the pirate set. All the pieces are dispersed among these 3,000 little bins. Good luck. Have fun with that. I don't like that idea quite as much. The problem is finding space, and we're looking for a new house. It's just, we haven't found what we're looking for yet. The area that we live in, they don't have houses. Like most of the houses that are around here are close in price to what we have right now, and we're looking to upgrade. So making that upgrade isn't necessarily the easiest thing to do when the houses aren't readily available. And we can't really move out of the area because Mrs. Brickitect works in the area, so we're trapped. I need to find some land, I think. Even land is hard to come by too, though. Dave says freight container locked in the backyard. Yeah, I mean, it could come to that too. I wouldn't love that, but you got to do what you got to do, right? Get all those moving containers. I would get a storage unit, but I think Justin said that he pays like, this is in Orlando, or the Florida area, pays like $300 a month for a storage unit, and I think that's insane. So I don't want to do that. Oh yeah, look at that. That's pretty cool. That rolls. Okay, so we got that. I think the best thing that I could probably do, like for the short term, if we weren't moving, like if we weren't planning to move and we were planning to stay in our house, I would build a giant structure in the backyard for like all of my hobbies. That's exactly what I need. But if we're moving, I don't want to put that kind of investment in there and potentially not get it back out. I kind of just want to move and then go into a place like that. We'll see what happens. First world problems, I suppose. My problem. Where am I going to store all of the stuff that I own? Yeah, Dave says man cave problem for pole barn for Lego and studio. That'd be it. I could have the train room in that area. It'd have to be heated because it'd be like winter and we'd be out there. But if I could have like a train room in there, or like a train area, if I had like a Lego area, live streaming area, internet would need to be there too. I could have like like a kitchen area. That'd be cool to have like drinks and stuff out there. Oh, it's got me dreaming now. Dreaming about these amazing things that are possible. What else? I could have a video game set up. Be like a fun factory. Dave says he'll go halves with me if I move out that way. We'll meet in Ohio. We'll meet in the middle. It'd probably be really easy to get a house in Ohio. Find some farmland and just be like, we're here. Let's build this. I need a shed just for the backlog. Yes. Is it bad when your collection requires you to have like another structure to house it? I feel like that might be a bad thing. That's when you know you might have gone too far. But you know we're going that far. It's going to happen. It's already happened. Just live in a Lego house. I mean, that would probably work too. Yeah, Keep on Legoing says, Lego storage barn made entirely out of Lego. It would solve my problems. It'd be like a 2-for-1. I have a storage space and I've used my entire collection to build it. Probably be a really good YouTube video too. I could probably get that one to go viral. I'm sure Mr. Beast has already done it, huh? Do I have the right piece? Oh, Sugar Shack. Wrong piece. There we go. Okay. We're almost a step 100. On step 99 right now. Will I ever get the Lego Death Star? Asked Trudy. Probably not. I don't have plans on it at this point. There was a time when I thought I wanted that, but if I was going to spend that much money, I already did actually. I got Cloud City. I think Cloud City is more interesting than the Death Star. At least from a playability standpoint. So I probably won't get that. Plus bigger sets, like even these 2 sets that I shared with you guys today. Everything takes space, so you have to be very selective of what you get. The Death Star is a cool set, though. When's next community stream? Asks MFL. Probably never at this point, because they did away with Google Hangouts, and I haven't looked into the alternatives. I know StreamYard is possibly a thing. I don't know. We'll see. I do enjoy the community streams, though. I was actually just thinking about that the other day. I was like, oh, crap. I can't do community streams anymore because Google Hangouts is ripped. What I would love for YouTube to do, and maybe they can, maybe they will, who knows. I would love it if I could just be doing a stream like this and to just like be like, I could click one of your names here and then just have it invite you. Wouldn't that be great? Because you're already here. You already have a Google account. You're signed in. I just want to click someone's name. There would be none of that BS of like going to another program and inviting people and then hoping that they get it and then they don't and then you have to email it to them. If it could literally just be, hey, come on in. Done. I would love that. But I don't think YouTube really gives a flying frick about live streaming. They really don't. You can see that on the platform. Like how many, outside of Lego, like how many times do you search for something on YouTube and a live stream pops up on the search results? Like live streaming isn't what people come to YouTube for. Twitch is another story, of course, but YouTube is not a live streaming platform, and the vast majority of even the brickitect audience have no interest in live streaming whatsoever. So that's probably a thing too. And like look at the big YouTubers. How many of them do you see live streaming? Really never, right? Like I don't know, name a YouTuber with 1 million subscribers that regularly live streams. You probably don't see that very often. There could be some though. A flying frick, yes. But that's probably why you can't just invite someone here, because YouTube doesn't care about live streamers. I do kind of wonder, like, I know Twitch is in all kinds of turmoil right now, but I do wonder what it would be like to take these live streams off of YouTube and move them to a platform like that. I wonder if they would get more traction or whatever the case is. But my audience is on YouTube, and it would be a tremendous amount of work, and you can probably comment on this, be a tremendous amount of work to get people to go to a whole new platform and to create an account there, unless they're already over there. For most people, it's not worth it. And I don't really see the benefit of doing it. So we'd probably just stay here. It's nice to have options, though. All right. We are on step 102. I think this is almost done. At least from the pieces here, it looks like it's getting there. I guess they have Mixer now, too. At least Google, or at least Ninja has Mixer. Maybe live streaming is going to become a thing. Reddit's doing live streaming now. I see that they're doing like a, I think it's just like a temporary thing, but they're giving it a go. Their live streams are weird, man. I was on there the other day, and it's just like weird stuff. There was this dude, there was like this nerdy guy with no shirt on playing like keyboard, but he was making some like epic music from it. And then it like switched to this person that was sitting in front of their fridge, and you could see the fridge and their feet, and they're trying to open a bottle with their feet, which is a little different. So that's, I guess there's a market for everybody, but that wasn't for me. Lots of weird stuff out there. I'm putting this little number 1 thing on the front here. BFab says, I feel like you would barely get any viewers on Twitch since the majority of YouTube doesn't want to have to go to another platform. That's what I was saying. I don't think most people want to switch platforms unless they're already there. If there was a reason to already be there. I think for the most part, live streaming, unless you're like super into it, for the vast majority of people, like I said earlier, they're just not into live streams. They come to YouTube for pre-recorded content that's already uploaded. They've got a few minutes to sit down and watch something, and that's what they like to do. I think live streaming, it's a very niche thing. It's for people with a lot of time on their hands, and most people, unless you're a kid, which some of you I'm sure are, and that's fine, most people don't have time for this, especially if they're not there live. Like to see a live stream like this that's an hour plus long right now, and to commit to sit down and watching it, you have to be like really serious about either that creator or whatever they're doing to commit to that, and it's a lot. So being that is a commitment within itself, to be like, hey, if you want to see that thing that maybe you're super interested in, maybe you're not that interested in, to go to a whole new platform to do that and create an account, possibly, it's totally not worth it. But to be honest, like, live streaming itself for the most part isn't worth it, right? Like, it's just not. There's a couple cool things about live streaming, and I guess the main thing is the fact that we can talk and interact here, especially on a channel like Greg's World that doesn't have any comments on it or enabled. But that's pretty much it. Like, this would be much more productive if I just made a little video out of this, but I'm kind of doing both at the same time. This is just an addition to that. But I've done things before where I've built whole sets on live streams, and I didn't make a video about it, and it was a huge financial hit because of that. Like, the live stream might make like $1 or something like that, and I would make significantly more on brickitect just because of the number of people that would be interested in watching it. Okay, we got that. Should I have these extra wheels left over? It seems a little strange. Maybe it's just the way that they come. Yeah, we just finished bag 2. I've got, ooh, that's not looking good. I've got pieces left over here that I feel like I shouldn't have. Like, like several things. I'll have to go back through and look at this. What did I do wrong? I must have done something. Put this in front there. Yeah, what did I do? I don't know. Something went afoot here. I think that's about all I'm gonna build though. I'll figure out where these 3 pieces go. We can chat here for a little bit. We're over an hour into this. There you go. Thank you for taking care of that. I'll go back through as we're chatting and I'll just see where my pieces are. Because I have those. Oh, there they are. Aha. There's one piece. Biggest sphere, you get to the end of the bag and you've got pieces left. But it happens. So there's one. Where do these other ones go? You just know sometimes by looking at the piece, like, yeah, it shouldn't be there. Shouldn't have that. Oh, okay. There it is. Good to go. Oh, I see. How am I going to fix this? I think this goes in here like this. I don't know how I skipped this part, but I did. Probably blabbering on about Twitch and live streaming and stuff. Let's see if I can get this in here without breaking this entire thing. Yeah, that's pretty good. Okay, we're good to go on that. How about that? So there's the train. Let me see if I can show it off to you guys without any problems here. There you go. And let's see if we can get the focus. That is really cool. I like the way it looks. Hopefully it's built properly. At least I think it is. It's got the green and red. The one reason I was hesitant to get this train was because of the fact that it's so much like the winter holiday train. And I went back and looked at that train just to be like, should I invest the money into this Disney one? Even, being that it's Disney, definitely gave it a leg up. And I do think that it was justifiable because it's more intricate and more detailed. The question is, though, I have the Lone Ranger train up there, and it's pretty dang close to that one. But still, the Disney license thing has kind of won me over. I need to put this piece down on the side. The Disney license has won me over, and I just love Disney stuff, so that's why we did it. What I'd love to do with this now is, once it's completed, of course, I like to get all the Disney guys that I have on the wall, and ones that I don't have maybe, and try to put them all on the train and make like this really cool setup where they're riding around and they're all over, inside and on top of and around the train. I think that'd be really sweet. So I'm going to probably go onto Bricklink and see if I can score some Disney CMFs, like the ones that I want that I don't have. Am I going to bring back the Clark man to see this? Yeah, maybe I will, unless he's going down for a nap. I'll text the missus and see if he wants to come down for the last couple minutes here. But if there's anything you guys want to talk about, throw it out there. We got a couple minutes left here. My next thing I'll be building is the tender, which is bag 3. But I'm going to save that. I feel like an hour is about as long as I like to stream for. I think beyond that, it's going to be kind of like, ugh. On both of our ends, I'm sure. Looks like Dale comes out of this. Can you have Clark read the chat? Clark can't read yet. Oh, he just went down for a nap. Sorry, guys. The Clark man is out of commission. I'm going to get started on bag 3. I'm not going to finish this most likely, but I'm at least going to get started on it and hang out with you for a little bit here as we wrap this stream up. So if you have anything final that you want to say, now's the time. And I'm going to try to, I don't know if I'm going to have a video on this tomorrow, if I should just save it for the whole, let me see something once here. I don't know whether I should just save the whole thing. Because if I build bag 3 and then I have to build the, I think I'll try to upload the video when I have the entire train done. And then we'll do one where I finish it off with the castle. Because it seems silly just to show the front of it and be like, oh, I still have 2 pieces of train left. Let me go back through the chat here. Sorry if I missed anything you guys said. If I missed anything during the stream that you want to talk about right now, now's the time. Is that cargo train you gave Clark a little bit ago worth getting on sale? Because I can't decide whether to wait for a sale. Yeah, I mean, I got it on sale. I would definitely try to get it on sale because it's an expensive set. I think it's like $160. So any Lego train, and I'm even give you that advice with this, which I don't think this one's going to go on sale ever. But I would try, If you love trains, I would try to get it on sale. It just depends on what kind of train you like. Like this is like a steam engine. That cargo train's like a diesel. But what I thought was interesting with the cargo train, and the reason that Clarkman would like it is because it has a crane. It's got different things going on in the cars. There's a vehicle with it. There's a forklift. I thought he would really appreciate those things. That's why I did that one. Obviously, I didn't know this was coming out either. So that's also a thing. Where's the... Oh, maybe I won't be starting this. I think I have to find the car that... Oh, is this it? Yeah, that's it. Do I like Castle? Yeah, of course. I think everyone does, right? I wish they'd come back with it. That'd be so nice. With salt, please, says I never have a backlog, sadly. No, it's good not having a backlog. The reason I have a backlog is from years of always being behind. Back when I was working a full-time job, I would buy Lego sets and never get around to building them. And now even when I'm building a lot of sets, we get new sets like this. Like I got 2 giant sets today. And then also, people send us sets in the mail too. So there's just, it seems like I don't know if I'm ever going to get ahead of it. But I'm going to try. And I think it'll go quicker once Clark gets a little bit older too. Because he's building sets now, like we talked about earlier. Just like easy ones though. Do I need 2 of these? Where's it at? You know, I said I wasn't going to build this. Maybe I will. Has the train got any other carriages? This one? Yes. I mean, if you've seen the picture of this, you know the answer to that, right? Like if you looked at the box, if you've seen my video on it, if you've seen any video on this at all, you probably know what's included with this train for the most part. You might not know the intricate details of it, but it's pretty easy to tell what this train includes. Do I ever see Lego bricks in my sleep? No. No, I do, like, as soon as I wake up, though, I start thinking about this, not this channel, but Brickitect, and, like, figuring out what I'm going to do for that day, and what projects I have to work on, what videos I want to do. It's kind of good and kind of bad, I guess. Like, you probably shouldn't think about things too much, but I'm always like, oh, what's my next thing? What am I working on? I used to do the same thing when I worked at a regular job. I would always be, like, kind of thinking about what's coming up and things like that. I said I wasn't going to build this tender, but it feels like I am now. I'm going to build it anyway, so we might as well stream it, right? Why not? You're here, we'll do it. Am I sad that Clark is growing up so fast? No, you know, it's fun having a little kid, but as Clark gets older, it opens him up to do more stuff, which is really great. Like, we get to do a lot more activities together, like monster truck driving, which is one of my... RC truck driving is like one of my new favorite things. It's like one of my new favorite hobbies. If he was 2 or 3, he probably wouldn't be able to do that. So we're getting to do more things together as he gets older. I'm probably going to be sad when he becomes like a teenager and doesn't want anything to do with me anymore, like most teenagers do. But until then, I'm just going to enjoy everything. And I think that's probably the best thing you can do is just enjoy the time that you have. Don't regret the past and don't think about the future and worry about things. Just take advantage of what you got because you don't know how much time you have. And that's what we're trying to do. And I hope that comes forward on the channel because that's my primary goal is to share what we do, share our experience. Trudy says, yesterday my dog was jealous because Roxy was getting attention. Yeah, she was kind of into the unboxings there. She also snuck into mail time this week, too. She's like, oh, a box of stuff. What's in there? Dog treats? Which Disney minifigs am I trying to get? Well, I have to look at my collection. Like, I have a bunch of stuff on the wall. I know we have Donald. Like, that's a primary one that I want to put in there. Because I feel like he would just fit right in. Maybe I'll make a list. I know you guys love list videos. Maybe I'll make a list of my top most wanted Disney CMFs. Because I have a whole bunch. They're just in different locations. Like, I have a bunch that are in, like, a tote over here, too. Or a bin. So I got to work my way through them. But that's going to be my goal by the time I'm done with this, is to load it up with Disney, guys. Just have them all over it, falling off of it, and all kinds of stuff. Which Disney are we going to? We're going to the one in Florida in February. That's, again, something that we're waiting for Clark to get old enough to do. Because I want him to be old enough that he can walk around and experience it, but I want him to be young enough that he still thinks it's magical. Like he was talking about Mickey Mouse and things like that. So you get too old, you lose that magic, I think. You don't want to go to Disney when you know that there's a dude inside Mickey Mouse and they're sweating all day. You want to think that Mickey Mouse is actually standing there, which he is. If there's any young kids watching, it is Mickey Mouse. Oh no, stickers. No. Oh, this is going to be a bad one. This is the Disney Railroad sticker that kind of goes across 2 tiles. I'm not looking forward to that. Do I know Just Too Good? No, I've never heard of him. Is that like a Lego thing? Am I going to do this the right way? Yeah, I'm going to try to put this sticker all the way on the edge so the railroad thing looks like it's closer together. I hope this works. I don't know if it's going to work, though. So there's a 5 and a 6. Okay. Let's give it a shot here. BFAB thought Mickey Mouse is real. Hey, he is, actually. The one at Disney is 100% real. Don't let anyone tell you different. How he's able to be in California and Florida at the same time, I don't know. Just magic. Okay, let's see how this looks. I'm fearing for the worst. Hey, that's not bad. That's what I was working on there, if you're wondering. The struggle was real. I think it looks pretty good. Does it? Yeah, it's about the best you can get. Oh, tenders. Oh, okay, so this has to go on here. Is this going to work? This goes up. That's... So all the power functions are contained within the tender. If you don't know what a tender is, don't worry about it. I didn't know either before Clarkman came along. Is that sitting right? Yeah, I guess that's right. That's the tender is like the coal that's behind a steam engine that they feed into the train to get it to run. So this will be sitting back here, and this is where all the fancy pants equipment's going to be inside here to make this thing run. So that's what I'm working on. I feel like I'm just going to finish this out. It's going to be a long stream. I'm going to have to go take a nap after this. Lots of stickers. I'm kind of bummed that Clarkman went down for a nap, because that would have been cool to bring him down to show this to him. But he'll see it. Oh no, I gotta build the other side now. What's the weirdest pick-a-brick you've seen? I've only ever done one pick-a-brick, which you'll see in a future video coming up here. So I can't really comment on the weirdest one that I've seen. Stay tuned. A Vidler says, I had no interest in this set until I started watching this live stream. Thanks, Greg. Oh, actually, I'm going to apologize to you because this is a very expensive set. It's not one that I would rush out to buy if I were you. But if you do like it, I mean, I think it's cool so far. I'm excited to see it on a track. That's my main thing. Like, I feel like there's going to be 2 victories with this. There's going to be one victory when the entire train's done, because I'm probably just going to throw it on the track and start running it. And then is going to come the other victory, which is finishing the station. The station to me is like a whole separate animal. So for right now, it's getting the train done, and I'm hoping to be able to share that with you tomorrow. That's my goal. I'll have a little video up of that, what we did here today, and then I'll crank out the station. Where's my other... There it is. I gotta do the Disney Railroad thing again. Have I ever thought not to apply the stickers? Yeah, I mean, I mentioned that earlier. I've done that in a few sets where I haven't put the stickers on, but in this case, I think the stickers make this set so much better, so I have to. I don't mind, and people are saying that for a set of this price that the stickers should be stuck on, aka printed, and I don't know, it's tough. for one set to have all these printed pieces, but Ideas does it. I'll pay extra. I feel like I already did pay extra though, honestly. Okay, that looks pretty good. I think I did okay there. Am I going to Galaxy's Edge in Disney World? I don't know. I don't know what we're doing yet. We don't have it too much planned. We just know when we're going. Mrs. Brickitect works with a guy that knows a lot about Disney, so he's going to kind of be our travel advisor, I suppose. But I think it's going to be pretty cool. It's probably the trip I'm most excited about going on, because it gets me out of Pennsylvania in February, and I've always wanted to go there. I think it's going to be great. The cool thing about having a kid is that you get to relive your childhood through them. At least you can use it as an excuse. Like if I was, the other day we went racing RC trucks at the park. And I feel like if I was doing that by myself, people would think I'm a little weird. But being that I have Clark with me, it's not weird. If like I like to go swimming and do all this stuff, and Clark is my excuse for doing all that, but it's really just me wanting to be a kid. Don't tell anyone. Oh, Benny says, send me a list of the minifigs I have duplicates. Well, you don't have to send them to me. I'm gonna make do with what I have. If there's any that I need, I'll go on Bricklink and get them. Because again, Donald Duck I feel like is the one exception from this set. Like they probably should have had in here, but I have him up on the wall up there. But then I could go kind of out there and I could start putting like Aladdin on here, which I have. I think I have him, and you could even, I mean, you could put anything from Disney owns everything, so I could put everything on here, I suppose. Disney owns you. This build's going pretty quick though, this little tender. What sets do I want? I'll tell you the most wanted set that I have, and I said it in today's video. The Harley Davidson. That's probably the thing I'm most excited about. Lego's getting me really excited with these expensive sets they've been putting out lately. It's kind of dangerous, but I like that. I like the treehouse a lot. I think the treehouse looks amazing, so I'd love to do that. But that's another big set, another big box, and a lot of building. I've got a lot of stuff that I need to build currently, so I'm going to try to crank through a lot of that here in the fall. I have to. I don't have a choice. Did I see the new Star Wars sets? Yeah, I saw them. There's some good ones in there. I want to make a video about it, but I can't find the images anywhere. I think the place that put them up had to take them down. So maybe I'll wait until they're like publicly available, and I'll tell everyone, is Brickitect buying it? If you care to know. That's the other thing. Like, I was planning on doing Star Wars month, but I'm just looking at my Star Wars backlog, and I think I'm going to have to start cranking out sets before December, because there is a lot of Star Wars. I purposely haven't been building any Star Wars sets in preparation of saving up for that, and it's kind of out of control. When do I plan on building my amusement park? Probably when we move, when we have more space. So stay tuned for that, which will probably be between now and never. Probably closer to never. Will I ever do YouTube challenges on Greg's World? Never. I'm not that desperate for views. These challenges, though. I should go back and do like all the trends from the past. I'll like do a 1,000-degree knife challenge. I'll do the cinnamon challenge. I'll do the ice bucket challenge. I'll go back and do all that trendy stuff that everyone was doing years ago. And I'll do it today. People are like, yeah, a little late. Exactly. Okay, what do we got going on here? I got to plug this into this. You know, I made this mistake before. I should probably put batteries in this before I get too carried away, but we'll put it together. When you need 1 truck for your furniture and stuff and 3 for your Lego, that's not even funny because it's so true. Let's see if I can get this all in here. There's a lot of cord inside this thing that I'm going to have to all take out anyway. Okay, so we got that. And now, where do these go? Welcome to another bag of me having 2 pieces left. This should be easy to find. I've got 2 of these gray tiles. Where did I leave off at? Ooh. Oh, Sugar Shack. Sugar of the Shacks. It's all up inside here. How did I miss that? Can I pry this all apart? It's not going to be pretty, but I think I can make it work. These have to go across here. Don't mind me, guys. I'm just, you know, just messing up Lego sets. That's what I do. And we'll put that back here. Gives me more time to chat, I suppose. Do I sell my hats? I don't. No, the hats that I have, they're one of one. I've never made them. I've never made them to sell. I should go back to wearing them, though. It was like my trademark for a while, and then I was kind of just like, eh, whatever. I thought it was fun. But I should go back to wearing them. Okay. Fixed. That was an easy one. I've messed up way worse than that before. As the thing explodes in my hands. That'd be hilarious. Easy one. Okay, let's see if we can get this all back in here. That cord is a nightmare, dude. The cord that runs along this thing. Oh my goodness, it is. Let's see if we can get it. Yes. Okay. Are we good here? Are we good here? That does not look good from the front end there. Hopefully there's more going on that. Yeah, that doesn't look good. Look forward in this once. I gotta check something out. Don't mind me. Is that always open like that? Because I do not like that. Heck yeah, it is. Ooh. Ooh, I don't like that. This right here. I don't like that that's open. Maybe it has to be. There's the button there. I want that to be hidden. And I have so much of that cord like wrapped in here. This thing wants to come apart. But yeah, I don't like that at all. What can you do, I suppose, right? It's the way Lego wanted it to be. So we take that, we put it on there, and let me move it over here. We've got ourselves where I wanted to get to. That's the engine and the tender of the Disney train. And we got Chip, or Dale. I built him. Clark won't mind. You guys can almost see it. I'll bring the camera down so you guys can see it right here before we head out for the day. There you go. What was that? Over an hour to build that? I can see why it took Brickstar 3 nights. That was a heck of a build. Started off rough with the Clark man. Went even worse with just me. But we got some progress done. Maybe, I don't know if I'm going to live stream this whole thing, but stay tuned. I guess stay tuned to Brickitect because you'll see this part and this part. I guess this part, and there's another part. There's one. This part. This is where it'd be great to kind of come together and build together because these two things are getting built next. There's that cart and then this one back here. So once I have those two done, that's when I'll make a video on this. I'll show the train, show it on a track, and then we'll come back later and I'll show the whole setup with the station and whatnot. So on that, we're going to wrap this stream up. I want to thank everyone that survived this. I barely did. Hour and a half in. Thank you guys for spending time with me today. Thank you for taking time out of your schedule. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I hope you got some type of entertainment or enjoyment or something out of this stream. We'll see you guys tomorrow, I guess, in the next Brickitect video.